I think the fight with Cole Miller, October 26th in Manchester, is going to be a great fight. I feel like Cole's been in the UFC forever. I can't remember any of his fights other than Manny Gamgurian, and obviously the most recent one, and he hasn't had the most success at 145, so we'll see how he does in this fight. I believe he's coming to the end of his run. I'm one of the new boys, and I believe it's my time. My training camp is at Team Carbon in Liverpool, at Wavertree, and I couldn't be any more happier. It's the best place I've ever trained, and the guys push me very hard, always embracing the grind, and not just teammates, they're like brothers, and I couldn't see myself anywhere else. Well, I'm a northeast boy. I've always been from Newcastle. I love this place and it's really close to me. Growing up here and being on the fight scene, it's been quite tough, and I didn't have that much money to begin with, and I was working on the door. Between working on the door and then going to bed at around about 4:30, having to wake up at around about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and getting over to Sunderland train. Didn't have cash to get my ass back all the way through back into Newcastle. So after training, I'd just park up at the seafront, eat some food, and sleep in my car, and then train at the night. And that was my daily routine for a long time. But if you want something, you got to work for it. People ask me, they say, "Oh, you get to train 2 times a day, 3 times a day. You're so lucky." And I'm like, at the time, I was like, "Dude, I've got nothing. Like, I like your car. How much is that worth? You know, like, oh, it's new. Fantastic. You got a great job. Like, I'm trying to achieve my dreams here. You gotta sacrifice." I think everybody wants a piece of Conor McGregor right now. I had to pull out with the staph infection. I had staph in my bloodstream. And people think, oh, staph, yeah, if it's on the skin, you can just put some cream on it. But no, you can't just put cream on it when it's in the blood, it's in your body, and it breaks you down and makes you feel fatigued, and it's terrible. I wanted to be the best fighter I could be for Conor because he's built up a very big hype train. But the UFC always pull these fights back around. You generally see fights that haven't came into that haven't came about. You generally see them coming about again, and it's a possible matchup for the future. Well, I had the pleasure to be on the first ever live season of The Ultimate Fighter, and it was great. It's never been done before, and it never will be done again. I don't believe the live format works as well. You get a little bit less of the story, and it's very focused on the times and getting the time set for the fight being on live. So, but it was fantastic that one night I got to decide about what you got to view. You know, I was the whole of America's TV, and I got to decide what was going to go on. I got my own little show. It was fantastic. It was great. It was a long show, a very long show, and I made very good friends with the likes of Briss Saunders, Michael Chiesa, and just all the guys on my team. They were all great guys. It would have been hard if I was on the other team. So I try to keep in touch with the guys that were on my team because I obviously bonded with them better. It can be difficult because they're from America, but I'll be on Ally Print. I'll be fighting Anthony Njokuani on the Manchester card, and it'll be the first time I've ever fought on the same card as one of the guys that I was in the house with. So hopefully we'll get to have a little catch up afterwards. Well, I've just The best TV I've watched recently, I've been going with this new girlfriend, and we've been watching a lot of comedy, right? A lot of comedy. And been watching Billy Madsen and been watching Zoolander. I've got to say Zoolander is like one of my favorites. You know, like what is this? A school for ants? This needs to be at least 3 times larger than this. You know, like yeah, I love comedy, man. I do all the grinding in the gym, man. It's nice to come back away from that and just have a laugh. I find it difficult to watch TV because of training at like different times, and basically the good TV is always on when I'm in the gym, and when I'm away from training, the only thing that's on is Family Guy and American Dad. So yeah, I do read quite a lot, and I read a varied selection of books. I've even read Mein Kampf just to get a basic understanding of. Well, it was something that I believe we should know about, and we're British, and it was something before our time, but very iconic. So I believe that even I read fiction. I'll read anything. I feel very proud to be the only guy in the UFC from Newcastle. I know there's a lot of people from the northeast in the UFC, but nobody from Newcastle. I was the first guy. I said I was going to be the first guy, and I told myself, I told my family, I'm like, I'm going to be the first guy from Newcastle in the UFC. And then what did they do on my debut? Announced that I'm from Sunderland. I'm like, oh, here we go, you know. I'm from Newcastle, Geordie born and bred, and they've got me saying that I'm a Mackham. But I used to be really into my football also, and my dad was like, "What are they doing? They're saying you're a Mackham," and I was so proud of being from Newcastle, being the first one to get to the big stage, and they go and announce me from Sunderland. But that's just what it is, I suppose. Cain Velasquez and Santos. That is a tough fight to predict. Um, See, right, a quick knockout versus beating somebody up for 5 5s. I've got to go with the guy that beat him up for 5 5s, because anybody can win a fight dead quick, but to dominate somebody for 5 5s, that takes skill. Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey will win against Misha Tate 9 times out of 10. She's too good. She's too dominant. She's very athletic. She's physically. She's a massive physical presence in the women's weight division, and it's just a shame that the women's division isn't as deep, because she's gonna go down as a legend right at the start of her career, but it would be nice to see her demolish more women. She is very physically gifted. With Silva Weidman, Silva just got caught, you know. Everyone's saying, oh, he's full of it. He was showboating, he got caught. Thing is, he did that throughout his whole career, and we thought he was a legend for it. He did it against Weidman. He got caught. You know, you play with fire, eventually you're going to get burned. And he got burned, and I think we're going to see a serious Anderson Silva this time, and he's going to finish the fight. I'd like to thank Rev Gear for having us here, and just for the good photo shoot that I've had. It's been funny, it's been good, it's been different questions as well. And it's been great, it's been fun. Like, sometimes it can be a little bit the same, but it's been different. I've had a couple of photos with a cauliflower. I've had stickers on my head. You know, it's nice to sometimes not take yourself too seriously. Thank you.